What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be jumping into the new GOTENKS chain battle here. So the first thing that we got to do is take a look at the support lines here. So we are going to switch over to the wiki, and as usual, we'll be taking a look at the little graphic put together here by Misaka. There's actually been an update to these. These have been getting better and better as the new chain battles have been coming out. Misaka has been definitely putting in the work here. If you are used to seeing these graphics in my videos, then taking a glance at this one here, you'll notice there's a lot more information on it than previously. Actually, if we exit this picture here, we can see they have a thread for these. So, you know, when the event originally comes out on JP, they make the full list of it and everything. And after the global version went live, they actually updated and made a new global version for it, which is very, very nice because there have been some major discrepancies with certain units in the past with these chain battles, just based on, you know, what characters have released on each version by the time that chain battle comes out, and which, you know, which units like have their EZAs and stuff. Obviously, one of the biggest examples here is that when this event came to JP, they had the EZA for the STR Super Boo, and we do not on Global. So that is going to make somewhat of a difference here. And then I also want to say that we do have the Piccolo EZA, and they did not have the Piccolo EZA when this came out on JP. So yeah, I think those are the two most major differences. But the other thing that we can see here with this new graphic is that they actually add, you know, the hidden potential investment to this as well. So you can see they're giving you, there's a lot of duplicate characters on here. You know, for instance, if we take a look at this first S tier row right here, then, you know, they're showing us what a rainbowed EZA Piccolo would do and what a 55% EZA Piccolo, like where they would sit. So obviously for him, it doesn't make much of a difference because either way, it doesn't matter, you know, whether you have him at 0% or 100%, he's still one of the best units to bring. But there are other units where that is not necessarily true, and you'd see that maybe they're... I'm trying to find one here so I can give an example of a unit that, at the Rainbow Star level... Okay, so this guy, the Tech Planet Namek Saga support Piccolo. If you have him rainbowed, he is in the A tier, but if you only have him 55%, he falls down to the B tier. So yeah, there's a lot of more useful information here to be able to give you the best possible support lineups that you can have. So let's go ahead and switch back to the game, and I will show you guys my support lineups that I've got here. So I already set them up. Something important that I want to show, actually, I set these up, so right now it is 5 p.m. on the 20th, so it's the day after the chain battle has started. It started last night at 11:30. So, you know, we've been going for, like, what, like, probably 15, 16 hours, something like that. So I set my lineups right at 11:30, that way people could start using them and I could start earning emblems of cooperation. I have not jumped into chain battle at all a single time yet. As you can see, I have none of the missions completed, well, except for doing my support lineups, right? So yeah, I haven't done any of this stuff yet. So we are going to go over to the treasure chest, and I'll show you. I've already got 600 emblems of cooperation. That's 6 free pieces of equipment, literally just from setting my support lineups and having people use them for the first 24 hours. That's all completely free there, even though I haven't made time to play the event yet. So it's definitely wise to go and get your support lineup set up as soon as you can, to maximize the amount of equipment that you can squeeze out of this event. So yeah, this should not be too difficult for us. One thing that I will point out here with my support lineups is that, you know, so obviously the EZA Physical Piccolo is the best unit to have here. And then his SSR is actually a really, really good unit for here too. And I do have his SSR, but I decided not to use him on this support lineup because I do want to have... I right now have him awakened to TUR, because we're going to be using Piccolo... sorry to give you a whiplash here. We're going to switch back to the wiki. As you can see, Piccolo is the best... you know, super type connector, and he's also the best overall attacker because he has his EZA. So it's not the STR Super Boo for us on global because he doesn't have his EZA. So I'm going to be using one copy for my main attacker, and then the other copy is going to be for my super type connector. So yeah, that is definitely going to give me the highest possible score that I can achieve. And then once we get, you know, clear top 1% score, I'll go ahead and reverse him back and throw him back on my support lineups for everybody else. But yeah, I did want to get that run in first. Oh, and then it's also worth noting, I did not pull the AGL Super Boo. So spoilers if you haven't seen my summoning video yet, I got majorly shafted. We spent 890 stones plus the 25 tickets, and I did not get a single copy of the new Super Boo, unfortunately. So my extreme type support lineup is definitely not going to be looking quite as good because we don't have the AGL Super Boo. So big sad, but it is actually good that even with the AGL LR Super Boo, this STR Boo is still better for being your connector. So it's not going to affect my score as much, but it just makes my supporters for lending not as good for my my friends. All right, so that is enough babbling. Let's go ahead and jump in and get this run done. See what we can make happen. So we do want to have physical Piccolo here. Let's just sort by Namekians. Okay, yeah, so we want the rainbowed one to be our main attacker, obviously. Let me double check his equipment. I've got a lot of defensive equipment on him. It might be smart for me to switch it to offensive equipment, but I don't know that I really want to. These are decent equips that I kind of don't want to waste. So yeah, I think I will leave him as is, but I think, you know, for optimizing Chain Battle, you definitely would want to put, like, attack equips on him and stuff, and critical hit equips, and maybe things like that. Or like the super attack boosting equips and stuff. Okay, so let's see here. Who's gonna be the best? It's really hard to say. This is gonna be a really, really easy chain battle because so many of these Piccolo cards are really, really easy to come by, right? So I don't think that people are gonna struggle too much with this. Probably the extreme side is gonna be looking a little bit worse, I would imagine. Yes, a lot of these cards I'm seeing down in, like, the B and C tier on that list. So that doesn't make me super excited about going in with this team. Let's leave that for now, and we'll see. Okay, maybe we'll go back to the super lineup and double-check after. We'll try and milk this very first run and get the best possible score that we can. That's usually the way I like to do it. To take my time with the first attempt here. I guess this one's good. I mean, we have this is probably a really, really good extreme class lineup that we've got from Dr. Pritch here, because he's got the new LR, and then we have both the TUR and SSR for the STR Super Boo. And then let's see. Yeah, all these other boos are in the A and B tier. Actually, yeah, this is literally, it's all lined up in a row. These are literally the 6 best cards that you can pull. No, okay, it's 5. No, yeah, it's literally the 6 best. Wow, okay, that's really impressive then. The only way that this could be better is if one of the physical boos was replaced by the TUR for the AGL LR boo. And that's the only way that this lineup could get better. And then obviously if everything was rainbowed, because we have a few not rainbowed. So yeah, that is looking pretty good. I'm feeling solid there. We'll go ahead and leave that. Let's jump back to the super type lineup and see if we can possibly find something better. So let's check our numbers here. We've got 41, 2, and 24. Let's see if any of these change it up. 49, 2, and 25. So this second one is actually really a lot better. Even though the TUR Piccolo here isn't rainbowed. I think, okay, I'm feeling confident. Let's go in like this. I think that this is good enough. We're probably, you know, freely gonna get top 1% with this lineup here, so this is definitely feeling good enough. It probably won't be like one of the highest possible scores that we'd see and stuff. You know, obviously there were a few units lacking here that we would have want to see on there, and we were missing a few rainbow stars. Okay, let's see. We've got lots of boos here, so we can just go boo, boo, boo. Boom. That is perfect. Might be better to pick the Piccolos, to be honest with you, for this one, but it really doesn't matter, because that little 3-unit selection part is like the least important for maximizing your score. If you just ignored that part and didn't touch it at all, your score would only lower by, you know, 100,000 points or something like that. So, okay, there we go. So we get the 100 million first try, which is very, very important, so we can get all the missions cleared. So 138. I'm assuming that that's going to be enough. Oh yeah, here we go. So we're getting all these fancy rewards. Lovely stuff. Okay, we'll send our nices. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, and let's check it out. Was that top 1%? Perfect. That was top 1% right away. Unfortunately, you know, until they eventually update this one day, we can't see what the thresholds are. So I actually have no idea of how to show you guys what, you know, where you need to place in order to get top 1%. But we can make our best judgment, I suppose, if we come in here to the battle results and kind of take a look. So these are the highest scores that have been posted. It looks like closing in on like 150 million. Is what people are doing. So yeah, 150 million. Check out the lineup we've got here. We've got double Piccolos. Ooh, actually, does this person know something that I don't? They've got the highest score recorded on this chain battle so far in the first 24 hours here. And the main attacker is not rainbowed, but the connector is. That is an interesting thing to note there. Maybe they know something that I don't. I would have assumed that the main attacker was the one you wanted to have the highest stats. That is interesting. It's also possible that they would have gotten an even higher score if they switched it the other way. But anyways, as you can see here, they had rainbowed Easy A Piccolo and rainbowed of his TUR, which is really, really good. And then the rest of the stuff was almost rainbowed, right? This is actually the SSR of the Super Strike, or the SR for the Super Strike Piccolo, who is actually pretty good on this list. Yeah, that's an S tier unit for sure. So this is probably like the best possible Piccolo lineup that you can get. And then same deal with the Extreme Class lineup. He's got rainbowed AGL Boo, and then he also has the TUR and SSR of the STR Boo. Very, very important there. So yeah, this could have been a little bit better. Some of these other Boo cards are definitely a little lower on the Boo list, it looks like. He could have had some of the physical Boos up here instead. And then obviously, you know, just the one rainbow star that he was missing. So yeah, that would definitely get you, you know, your highest possible scores there. But I would say to get top 1%, you're probably just going to need to clear, you know, 110, 120 million, I would assume. Usually when you look at this list here, you can minus a couple, you know, probably about 20, depending on what the max scores are, right? So like if the max scores are going all the way up to like 170 million, 180 million, then you could probably subtract about 40, 50 million from that, and you're still going to be good in the top 1%. And then the lower the scores get, the less you can subtract to stay in the top 1%, if that makes sense. So with these scores being like 140, I would assume that top 1% by the end of Chain Battle is probably going to be like 120-ish, 110, something like that. So as long as you're scoring in that area, then you should be fine. Keep in mind that the, you know, the percent it maybe is showing you right now could be inaccurate because there's a lot of people who haven't even jumped into play yet. So once a lot of these, you know, more fodder accounts that don't play Dokkan every day and don't grind really hard, jump in like 3 days from now and play it once and score themselves, you know, a solid 40 million points or whatever, they're definitely going to be below the people who are trying really hard. But that's just going to add a larger pool of players to where top 1% is a larger portion of the play field. So you might just end up jumping into the top 1% without even increasing your score, is basically what I'm saying. So yeah, there we go. That was top 1%, pretty free and easy. Make sure you go and get this stuff done. The rewards are definitely worth it. We'll go ahead and pick up all these rewards out of our gift box just to let that sink in for you guys. 14 stones. We got a bunch of emblems of cooperation, all of these beautiful potential orbs and some Kais. Totally worth it. Jump in, get your chain battle runs done now. Hopefully you guys found this informational or entertaining at least. If you did, then consider being a part of the Toxic Tribe with a like, comment, and subscribe on the video. That is going to do it for this one, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace!